Hi, I'm Sam. Today I'm going to talk to you about my experience with Forex Gurus and what I think of them. Are they real? Are they a con? Do they make more money from their trading courses rather than actual trading? Is that even wrong to make more money from a course than trading? We're going to dive into it here with the experiences that I've had. If you don't know me, I started to learn to trade about a year and a half ago, and I've since become profitable as of July in 2023. You can check out my free Telegram below. I share basic support resistance trades. I share everything I'm doing, anything going on, and it's all completely for free. So just check out my Telegram in the description if you're interested in perhaps improving yourself in your trading journey. Now, this video could help some of you if you're on the fence, perhaps about going for someone's paid product or trying to judge and fully understand someone, what their motives are, and maybe, just looking to see how legit somebody is. I'm not a guru. I have no Lamborghini. I have no mansion. I make a bit of money trading Forex right now, but I don't have the capital to make that truly life-changing and a full-time income. But however, I do trade enough so that I don't have to work anywhere near as what I used to. I'm now sort of working a part-time week rather than a full week. And I've been logging my journal and my journey here in my YouTube channel earlier from last year. So feel free to jump in and just have a look at some previous videos. So what actually makes someone a guru or makes someone considered to be a guru? Well, for me, basically, especially in Forex, a guru is basically someone who is like an influential teacher or a popular expert. That's basically the definition of what a guru is. And then with this influence and popularity, they can then use this to preach and teach. Now, sometimes for people to get the message across that they are a guru, they tend to exaggerate things and become more flashy, showing off their cars and their money and their houses. And some of the time, this is absolutely irrelevant. They're still legit, even though they're flashing things off. And sometimes it seems like there's other people which are not so legit, and they do use this tactic to lure people in. There's also then some people which don't flash their stuff at all. And there's some people that are trading masters out there trading, making a full-time income from trading, and they have no real interest in mentoring or becoming a guru. Shortly, we're going to get into what I think separates a real guru from a fake guru and how to tell them apart, because I think I've had some experience with this myself. So I've not been in the Forex scene for decades, but over the last couple of years, I've had some experiences, and I'm just going to share them here with you now. I'd be open to know what your experiences are. If any of you have had experiences with, gurus, people that are essentially conning you, it's people that are not conning you and have actually delivered. I'd love to know. So if you just drop that in the comments, and we'll see if anyone's shared anything similar. So when I first decided I wanted to learn to trade and, buy Lamborghinis and mansions like everyone else, I decided to just go across all sort of social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and just look for people who teach and practice in a way which resonates with me and their approach and their personality as a person as well, and just who do I like. That was my overall plan. So on this journey, I obviously found people that I did like, and I obviously found people that were chatting a lot. So my first experience, I found someone on Facebook and Instagram who I won't name, and he seemed really nice, and he even gave out some free coaching to a group of us. But I could not find anything showing any, sort of results from him himself. Nor would he be very open about his results or share them. Now, because of this, it's almost irrelevant what he was teaching, because he may have been teaching some good stuff. But the fact that I didn't have conviction in him as a teacher, this really failed for me to have any belief in him. Now, I wasn't expecting a Lamborghini, but I was hoping perhaps he could show something to prove that he was profitable. But a lot of the time, this was in his paid service where you must pay to see his trades, all that type of thing. So it was just a bit fishy for me, and I didn't feel comfortable. Now, if you're currently searching for your mentor or you're just watching videos, a lot of the time, the question that you need to ask yourself, or you will be subconsciously, is why should I listen to them? There needs to be transparency between the coach and the student. Otherwise, it can then start to become quite misleading. If there is less transparency, it then starts to lean towards the way of a con, which I know in the online trading space can be very common. For example, when I was a kid and I played a lot of tennis, the coach that I had, he coached his son in the past to world number 80 in the world, which is unbelievable. Therefore, whatever he told me, I had so much belief in him, and there was full trust. Whereas let's say that he'd never coached anyone or he had no history of playing himself, well then it doesn't matter. Even if he taught me the same thing, there'll be no respect or confidence in what he's saying. So to a degree, it's important that when you're choosing your mentor or someone you're watching, that you know what they have achieved and you know what level they're at, and there's transparency and there's some proof for it. If you're looking at someone and they're not really showing you that now and not being completely honest or sharing their trades or showing their journey, then it may be worth doing some more digging and some more research into that person. But to be honest, to make progress for a coach, they just need to be ahead of you, a few steps ahead of you, as well as a good teacher, of course. Sometimes it's actually great if they are closer to you and maybe a year ahead of you rather than 10 years, because the lessons that they're teaching you are still very fresh in their mind. If I go to learn something from a billionaire, the problems they're dealing with will unlikely be very relevant to me. They'll be on such a different scale that it won't actually even help me yet. So because I decided transparency was key, most of you know that I chose Nick Shawn to be my mentor. This was massive massively due to the transparency he gives, but also the services he offers. So he's the only person I've actually ever paid for any content. A lot of the other people have just been trials and things like that, but I've never felt the need to go anywhere else. I've got a few videos on my channel about how I became profitable and valuing his course and what's happened, so feel free to check them out if you're interested. Another person I've watched some YouTube videos of, and actually I have a friend who's taken his course, is Will's FX. I'm not in the position to give a review myself because I've not taken this course, nor have I consumed masses of his content. The feedback from my friend is that the course is very good and helpful, but he himself is not super active in the community, so the coaching aspect lacks a bit. Now, this is fine because perhaps he does not promise to be active, but it's well worth getting reviews of products from people first before you actually decide to go and take up their offer. Another person that I've been following for quite a while is Samuel Leach. He's based in the UK. Some of you may know him. And from what I've seen, I feel like he's quite a way ahead of a lot of people. He studies a lot of fundamentals. I get the impression that a lot of his money is made from his investing himself, as well as his business, of course, but I don't think that was the way to begin with at all. He has quite a few videos proving himself, as well as some MyFX book verified stats, and he has experience in banking, and he's also recently been approved to provide like a uni degree, bachelor's type training in London by the UK government. Now, before we go into what I think separates a fake guru from a real guru, I have been in a lot of Telegram signal groups as well, just sort of for free and seeing what goes on, and they promote their paid product. But from my experience, I see a lot of them post their winners at the end of the day or the end of the week with the aim to lure you into buying their signal service. Sometimes they'll also just post like a plain spreadsheet of like some trades which can easily be manipulated. There's no like verified stats or anything like that, which in fact in one of my previous videos where I showed you how I forexed an account and the trades I took, there's a link to the MyFX book verified stats. I'll drop it in this video as well. And I'm saying this now for a fact, if you're trading with like a 1-to-1 equal risk to reward, I don't think there's anyone at all which will have an 80% win rate or better. So if you're in a group where this person seems to be like winning, 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 there's a good chance they're just posting their winners. So I've not had loads of experience in terms of trialing, Guru's paid products. If that's something you would like, drop that in the description. Maybe I can do some paid product reviews soon. So what separates a fake guru from a real guru? Well, not just their own results, but their students' results and feedback too. Are they doing what they claim to do? If they're claiming how much money they've earned, is that true? Are they proving it? Often you might find like a fake guru has more to prove and they can be a bit more intense and try to even pressure sell because that is where their real income is actually coming from. So in my opinion, the real guru is the one that's sharing full transparency and showing proven results consistently. This doesn't necessarily have to mean thousands and thousands of pounds a day, but it just means consistent, proven, profitable results. Another question which I've actually been asked lately is, do they make more money from course selling than from trading itself? In all honesty, if they have a pretty big following on their socials and they seem pretty busy posting a lot, it's likely that they are earning more from their course than they're trading. But here's the thing, do I actually think there's anything wrong with that? Not really, unless they're claiming otherwise and lying about it. There is also quite likely some which do make money from trading than their courses. The only thing is with trading is it's very unpredictable. You can even have negative months. So, lastly, what have I actually learned from Forex Gurus? Well, you need to do your due diligence. Take your time, get some reviews if you can. Follow the person for a week or so at least and really get to know them and their style of trading. And do you think that will work for you? It's good to have realistic expectations. I think it's quite unlikely if you're a complete beginner to join a program and be profitable in weeks or months. There's so much nuance, so much intuition, so many ways to learn which you need to build and build these habits. The truth is, most people do not become profitable. They lose their money and tend to quit. But it's also worth asking the question, how many of those people truly give 100%? It's like anything, you need time in the game, learning the trade. The only person that's truly going to make it happen is you. Even with the best mentor, the best guru, the best, all your friends around you, it's you which is going to actually make it happen. You need to be the one to prioritize it, put it in your weekly routine. You need to say no to other opportunities that come up if you're truly dedicated. You need to become obsessed. If you start doing all these things and building the routine and the habits, I can't see how you wouldn't become profitable. That's what I did along my journey. I became obsessed for a period of time, and now I invest less time day to day than I did at the start because I've built these fundamental habits. Okay, so there you go. That's what I think of gurus overall. I hope that was of some value for you. Let me know in the comments if what you thought and if there's any other gurus or any paid products maybe you'd like me to try or what you'd like in the next video. I'll see you next time. Cheers.